Hey guys, welcome back to the Magical Mademoiselle. If you're new here, my name is Tara and I love all things Disney. And today I want to celebrate a film that is very special to me. I'm so excited to bring to you another collector spotlight. This time I'll be featuring the 1991 animated film Beauty and the Beast because it is celebrating its 30th year. And I've always had a special bond with this film because I was born in 1991, so we're turning 30 together. But it is a story that I have loved through stage adaptation, for the Broadway production, as well as the 2017 live action film. So I have various merchandise items that I look forward to showing you, so let's just get into it. So first off, I want to start with some pins. I recently got this 30th anniversary collection set from Shop Disney, and I think it is a beautiful packaging. It's got a yellow and gold accents for the text, and then on the inside it has a very light pink rose motif. And let's take a closer look at these pins. So they feature 3 different scenes and kind of different illustration styles for these. The first one is probably the centerpiece. It is Belle and Beast in their ballroom setting with Mrs. Potts, Chip, Lumiere, and Cogsworth looking in on them as they sing that iconic Tale as Old as Time song. And it looks like Belle and Beast are kind of in a terrarium to give a nod to the Enchanted Rose. I think it's so beautiful with the draping and the warm background, and you can kind of see the large stained glass windows where that wintry scene would be. Down here is Belle holding Lumiere, and she looks very distressed. She looks very human-like in this illustration. This should be the scene where she is going to try to save the Beast when Gaston and all the townspeople are coming to go after them with their pitchforks and knives. And then right here is Belle in her provincial town outfit, sitting by a fountain with a little sheep buying at her. This one's a lot more cartoony in style, but I like the 3D nature of these pins, how there's kind of like a layer to each of the levels. I think they're so beautiful, and I was really happy to snag this to add to my pin collection. All right, and then right here is a pin I got earlier in the year. It is a Disney Flair Pin, and I originally thought I would put this on a bag to carry and kind of display when I went to Disney, the Disney parks in the fall, but I actually was a little too worried I would lose it because it is so gorgeous. It features the Enchanted Rose in a little terrarium, and it has a snow globe effect with this glitter, and I think it is so beautiful. So I can't wait to add this to my pin board. And also when I go back to my bedroom, I'll probably film some of my favorite Beauty and the Beast pins that I already have on that pin board, and I'll put that footage here for you to see. Next up, I want to show you my Beauty and the Beast Funko Pops. These are probably my favorite Funko Pops in my whole Funko collection. I have some from the live action film as well as one from the standard animated. I was a big fan of the live action reproduction of Beauty and the Beast. I really like the stylization of the characters, the additional music score, and like the depth in the story. I thought it was just very enchanting, and so I'm really glad that they did that film. So let's take a look at some of these Funko Pops. So here I have Mrs. Potts and Chip. I loved how Mrs. Potts was voiced by Emma Thompson in the live action. I just thought this was such a gorgeously designed teapot and brought Mrs. Potts to life in a whole new way. And along with her, I have Lumiere, voiced by the ever-famous Ewan McGregor. I thought he was hilarious and had so much personality, and I really like this ornate style Lumiere. And then Cogsworth, forgive me because I don't remember every actor. I could recognize him, but I can't think of his name off the top of my head. But for Cogsworth, I thought he looked like a very accurate representation of an antique clock. I've actually seen clocks that look like him in films. I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks just like Cogsworth. So I thought this was a really beautiful representation. And then I have Belle in her finale dress when she is dancing with the prince, and she's kind of in a white floral dress. I thought this was a gorgeous design to introduce to the live action film. And then for my animated Funko Pop style, here is library version Belle in her green dress. I really like her in this dress. There is a portrait in the Rose Gallery at the Be Our Guest restaurant at Magic Kingdom, and it features Belle in this green dress, and that is my favorite room to sit in for dining. And also, when I was a little girl in daycare, I was probably like 4 years old, I had a little green dressed Belle, and it was a tiny doll about this big, and I just remember really liking her in that outfit. So I was so happy when they came out with a Funko Pop of her in this green dress. Next up, I wanted to show you one of my favorite mugs. It is Chip, and he's got a little chip on his side and has a nice painted gold rim and gold handle, and I think his eyes and his eyebrows have so much personality, and I feel like this is just such a perfect mug for any Beauty and the Beast fan. I've had this for years, and he just never fails to put a smile on my face when I see him. And to go with that, I recently got a bag of Enchanted Rose Tea from Trader Nick's Tea Co. They are housed in Florida, but they ship anywhere, so I definitely recommend you check out their website, Trader Nick's Tea Co. Here's what their logo looks like. And this is a black tea, and it has black currants and red rose notes to it. So I'm really excited to try this. I think Beauty and the Beast always goes really well with the Christmas season, so I think I'll be breaking open into this within the next week. Next up, I have a couple items I ordered earlier this year when they had a giant Beauty and the Beast collection unveil on Shop Disney, and one of those is my friend Cogsworth right here. And boy, did we have a difficult time getting him here in one piece. I think I had to order him 3 or 4 times because I kept getting a broken Cogsworth, but I was determined that I would have him for my home, and Shop Disney was so helpful in the refunding and resending process. He is a little phone, jewelry, and pin stand that has his little pendulum clock here, and he is a working clock. I don't have batteries in him right now, but he would be a working clock, and I just thought that was really fun for him to have more than one purpose, and I thought this was a really cute design. I think they gave him a lot of personality with his face and his posture. And then along with Cogsworth, you can't have him without his trusty sidekick, Lumiere. Here is Lumiere, and he's just a little desk light. So he has just some lights here, so he could give you just like a little bit of ambiance in your room if you have the lights off or something and want to put him on your desk or your end table. And I like his pose here because this is Lumiere in Be Our Guest, where he takes, I don't know what you call this. I don't think it's like a pot or something, but basically it's like his like a top hat, and he's like dancing like chorus line style. And I just think that is so fun. I always have been a big fan of the Be Our Guest scene and all its various variations on stage, on film, and animation style. I just think it's really cool how they add that dance and song element to the story. Okay, and along with Cogsworth and Lumiere, I have 2 more items from that Shop Disney Parks collection. One is the Enchanted Mirror. It says beauty is found within, and has kind of like a fleur-de-lis type feel to it, and then it has the mirror part itself. I think it is just really gorgeous and looks so beautiful laying on a table. It just really brings part of that movie to life, and it has some weight to it, so it doesn't feel plasticky or anything like that. It's definitely got like a metally type finish, and so I just thought this was so gorgeous. And then along with that, I have an Enchanted Red Rose little snow globe type thing. It has some gorgeous glitter and petals in it. They also made like a rose gold version that was for the Disney Chase Visa members, and I could have gotten that, but I didn't know about that until I had already purchased this one. So I was like, I don't need 2 enchanted roses, but I think this is so beautiful and definitely fits into the Christmas season with the whole snow globe effect. I'm a big fan of snow globes. And next up, I wanted to show you this music box that has been in my family since the early 90s. It's from the San Francisco Music Box and Gift Co. And I just think it's so gorgeous. It's kind of like a rosy brown amber color and has a key to it. And let's wind it up and then take a listen. And I just think that is so classic. And this sits on my piano, and I just love how simple and beautiful this is. It has kind of like a floral motif and kind of have like a wood grain feel, but it definitely has like a rose cast to it. Okay, next up, I want to show you my first ever Disney limited edition doll. I went to the Disney store to get Tsum Tsums when this doll released, and I was there for the Beauty and the Beast Tsum Tsums. And while I was in line, they were handing out cards for people to claim the Belle doll. I think there was also like a Gaston and Beast doll that all released that day. And I didn't know anything about that. So I was like, no, I'm just here for Tsum Tsums. Just here to get whatever I can for Tsum Tsums, because that was the craze at the time. And then I get to the checkout and I see this doll. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. She's in her like wintry outdoor something there scene outfit, and she has a gorgeous red cape. And they had ran out of cards, obviously, because a lot of people came for this doll. And someone decided that they actually didn't want her, and they were in line right before me. So they said if I wanted the card, I could have it because I was next. And I said yes. So that's how I ended up getting my first ever Disney limited edition doll, just by chance, because I really wasn't in the know of what was releasing and when and what was a big deal or whatever. But I think she is so gorgeous. I love her hair half up, half down with her red bow and the little applique details of her dress and the tassel and the velvety quality of her cape and her bird in her hand. I think she is just so gorgeous. So I'm so happy that she is part of my doll collection and doll journey. All right, I think we just have a few things left. So Tsum Tsums. I didn't grab all my little Tsum Tsums to show you, but I figured I would show you Beast because he is my only giant large Tsum Tsum. I think he has so many fun details. I love his blue eyes and his fangs and his horns and ears and his little coat with his buttons and his tail. He is just so comfy. He is everything you can imagine a giant Tsum Tsum to be. He's filled with those little beans in the bottom, but he's like so soft and plushy on top. And you could stack a whole bunch of the giant ones together if you wanted to. And I just think these are so fun. And I'm so glad to have him. I got him from my local Disney store back when we had one of those. And yeah, he's just so special to me. It's really funny because I actually have like a fear of taxidermy and like antlers and things, but for some reason Beast doesn't faze me. I'm like totally chill with Beast, live action characters in the parks and whatnot, but for some reason I could never go to like Gaston's Tavern. That place just weirds me out with his attraction to animal trophies. So there's that. Okay, we're winding down now. I have a book that I got from the Broadway production of Beauty and the Beast. This is one of my favorite shows. I believe it was the first Broadway series show I ever saw that went on a tour and came to Kentucky when I was about 7 or 8. And I remember it was a whole family affair. I went with my grandparents and my parents and thought, wow, I just love theater. This was so fun to see. And so this is from 1997. It is just a souvenir brochure program, whatever you want to call it. And so it has a lot of pictures of the original Broadway set and cast, Susan Egan. It has some references to how they do the Beast makeup. I remember it was just such a beautiful, enchanting, mesmerizing production. And so they really brought Beauty and the Beast to life in a whole different way. And I think that the film really lent itself to theater, kind of like how Frozen does for theater today, and The Lion King and all that. Beauty and the Beast will forever be in my memory as one of my favorite stage shows. I'm so glad that it continues to tour. It's just a gorgeous program. I remember as a girl, I don't have it anymore, but I had a white t-shirt that had a pink and maybe it was like a purple and pink motif of this on it, and it said the Beauty and the Beast, and I just remember wearing that so much. So brings up a lot of memories for me. And then I have this gorgeous book called Tale as Old as Time, The Art and Making of Beauty and the Beast, and I believe this is for the live action film. I haven't looked at this in a while. Well, actually, it has a whole bunch. It has something about Be Our Guest at Magic Kingdom, Gaston's Tavern. There's the gray stuff. So this might just be about Beauty and the Beast in all of its glory, from park, stage show, animated film, live action film. Yep, it has it all. So if you're a big Beauty and the Beast fan and you want to study up on all there is Beauty and the Beast, I recommend this book. I think I'm going to sit down and flip through this a little bit, just go back through time. So the only other things I wanted to show you were some ornaments on my Christmas tree. So I'll try to put like a video right here of some of my most favorite Beauty and the Beast themed ornaments. I know I have some Precious Moments and Hallmark and Shop Disney ones featuring characters from Beauty and the Beast. And then last but not least, I wanted to give a shout out to My Oh My Supply Co. for having an Enchanted Beauty and the Beast collection this Christmas season. This shirt features some of our favorite enchanted objects as ornaments. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are a fan of Beauty and the Beast or have a favorite character, I would love to hear about that. I wish you a magical and enchanting day as always, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.